M. Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog here. Our guest today, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to learn a little bit more today about our guest, Julia Capogrossi. How are you, Julia?
I'm good.
Welcome to KIX96.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so in my study of Julia Capogrossi, all things Julia Capogrossi, we're going to talk a little bit about your music, but first we want to talk about where you started. Born in New York, raised in Connecticut.
Yes.
All right? And you're actually a student of the stage. You're a child of the theater.
Yeah, so I grew up doing musical theater just because that was my outlet growing up. And then, but I always loved country music, and I always loved classic rock, which a lot of classic rock that was released back then could probably be considered country today. So I grew up loving that. Went to college for a year at IU, Indiana. Loved it, but, I wanted to do the whole sorority thing and give up music, and within 2 months, I was emailing producers in Nashville, and I was like, I need to sing something. Please let me come to your studio and sing. I went to someone's studio in January. My parents came down, of course, so I wasn't like meeting a stranger on my own. I wouldn't recommend that. My parents came down, and I said, I want to move to Nashville. They said, okay, finish your freshman year, and Nashville it is.
So you didn't complete college. You just said, you know what? College is going to be there. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to make my name in Music City.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's one of those things that I was like, I kind of want to get a head start because there are so many people who come after college to Music City, to Nashville, and I wanted to start. So I moved down when I was 19 by myself.
Okay. Well, you actually have, your family has a history of performances like tap and all kinds of things, like your mother and your grandmother. Is that correct?
Yeah. So my grandmother was a ballet dancer in the Royal Ballet in London when she was younger, and my mom was actually in the national tour of 42nd Street. She was like a really well-known tap dancer around Manhattan. So I get the whole performing aspect of why I want to do this from my family, definitely. My dad, not my dad's side.
Yeah.
My dad's side can't carry a tune.
But you took like dance, and so you dance, you sing, you do all of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think my mom knew from a young age that I had the bug. So they put me at 4 years old. They put me in ballet, tap, jazz, and then I started doing lyrical, point, and hip hop. So I kind of grew up a dancer, then a musical theater person, and then singer.
With this wide array of influences, you know, obviously you've got classical, you've got jazz. There's not just music, but in the theater, you've got musical theater. I think there was even a Les Mis. You performed a solo from Les Miserables.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these things coming together that make up your whole artistic being. What drew you so to country music?
Well, like I said, I kind of grew up on country and classic rock. But to be honest, and I'd never actually said this before, it was when I was in high school and I saw when Carrie Underwood sang How Great Thou Art at the ACMs, and I said, that is the type of music that I want to go for. Of course, I've always loved country, always listened to country, but didn't know which direction I wanted to go, if I wanted to do musical theater or country music, and I saw that performance and I said, I want to do country music.
Okay. So now, you've been in Nashville a few years. Are you writing your own songs, or are you getting songwriters pitching songs at you?
No, well, I have both, but I've never recorded a pitch song. I feel weird recording someone else's song. I don't know where it came from or like what. I mean, you can know the story behind it, but it still doesn't feel like my material. So I only release stuff that I've written. Okay.
Well, you had a single out last summer, Bush Light Budget, I believe.
Yep.
Last summer, and then your current single is Morgan, which is a step down from that. So it's a ballad.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about Morgan.
So I was in a relationship where my heart was in it and the other person kind of treated it like a game. The relationship kind of messed with my mind, kind of messed with my heart, and it's not fun when your heart's on the line. So once it was over, a few months after, and kind of the war calmed down a little bit, I just was like, why would he do that? Like, what makes a person want to be mean or play games with another person? And so I just came up with the chorus, Morgan, tonight I'm writing this song to ask you why you had to treat me so wrong. And it kind of just grew from there. And the music video also tells like the whole story, so I would suggest going to see that too on YouTube.
Well, now the single is available. What about the album?
There's no album right now.
Okay.
Right now we're just focusing on the single, Morgan. Maybe one day there'll be an album, but right now it's just Morgan.
Okay. Where can folks find you on the internet if they go looking?
Well, I would suggest going to Facebook.com/Julia Capogrossi Music. That's where the most up-to-date things happen because I have total control of that. I'm also really active on Instagram and Twitter, Julia Capogrossi, and my website is juliacapogrossi.com.
All right, so Julia Capogrossi is our guest. The single is Morgan. If you want to hear it, call us at KIX96. We'll be happy to play it for you. Look for a live performance from Julia elsewhere here on our channel, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Julia, don't wait, and come and see us.
Yeah,
All
for
right?
sure. Thank you.
All right, Julia is our guest. I'm M. Fletcher Brown. We'll see you next time on another artist video blog at KIX96country.com.